since 1902, and the fans are ready to see their team take the field. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see, the Pandas taking on a team from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bearcats ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Pandas offense will get the first possession of the game. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Going over the top. He's got it inside the 30. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Pandas. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
A lot of offensive coordinators script their first 18 to 15 plays. Who needs it? Forget that. Just come out and score right away. First possession, you put points on the board. You create some momentum for this offense and for this season.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Cincinnati's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Kiner. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Yeah, and half of the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff and he's going right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Pandas will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
To the air, it's Sorsby. It's complete to the right. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a gap. It's Kiner. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this game.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. They'll leave it with him. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Here on 3rd down for this offense. They'll try to run for it. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he's sprinting, he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bearcats! An impressive run from the back, gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the middle. So a drive there of 82 yards. And they close the deal with a 39-yard run to the house. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
We'll see if they can dial up one that works this time on 2nd down from the 14. Trying play action. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Will send a home crowd into a frenzy like back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long coming up. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Pandas will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll run this play from the pistol. On the move. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. No gain on the play. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second.
You call me?
back to pass. It's Sorsby. It's complete to the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
That is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. The misfire on the 49-yard field goal attempt sets him up with pretty good field position at the 32. The run from the shotgun. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Peterson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out of space.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Pandas come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. They knock him down right there.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. No, no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on 2nd down from the 13. To throw, it's Sorsby. Finds his big tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab, it's Johnson. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Peterson. The offense will have to use its 1st time out of the half. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. He wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. He's going to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Takes the handoff. It's Kiner. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Cincinnati. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
And the Pandas will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out and get a stop and change the complexity of this game.
It is 1st and 10 at the 31. Running back searching for a hole. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Bearcats are on the move. Handoff to the lone back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Keeps the legs moving. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
No surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it. And how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. The Bearcats have moved it inside the 20. They'll try to pop the draw. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It is good. And the 3 ball gives us a tie. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now this offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Coming after it. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. They'll try the right side. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
The Pandas will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Lining up from the 34 on first down. The give to the single back. Hard running there. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, this guy's going to make catches all over the field. That time he lined up all the way to the left side, and he was able to cross the entire field to make a catch on the right side. Defense lost track of him, and it ended up being a big play.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. And the Pandas have pushed it inside the 20. On the option, running with power. Now the toss. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down after the run. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Pandas! And they've moved out front here on the fourth.
Number 5.
Anytime the pitchman is able to score on these option-type plays, there has to be great blocking downfield by the wide receiver. That was absolutely textbook, and that's what allowed the running back to go score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ole Miss is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that looks like it did when Archie and Eli were here. They're up by 23 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. At the 35, he's open. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff to the single running back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Got room at the 35. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. The give out of the gun. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. give it to the back. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Offense set on first down. And you want that clock to run. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Right back to it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced the third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They go to the ground. Shakes off the tackler. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Rides to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A 3rd and long coming up here. They'll go to the ground. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Pandas them back with the punt. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Running it back, it's Smith. They'll return at about the 37-yard line. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Comes out throwing on first down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He's taking a deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? And this defense breaks it open as they return it to the house for 6. Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but I won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. From inside the 10, here he comes. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end.